I've been reading through the Watchtower publication, What Does the Bible Really Teach? And on page 41, under the heading of Where Did Jesus Come From?, I found something that I thought was really interesting. In verse 11, it starts out this way: Jesus is Jehovah's most precious son, and for good reason. He's called the firstborn of all creation, for he was God's first creation. And they're citing Colossians 1:15 there. It goes on to say, there is something else that makes the Son special. He is the only begotten Son, and they're citing John 3:16 there. Now this is the part that I find really fascinating. It says, this means that Jesus is the only one directly created by God. Jesus is also the only one whom God used when he created all other things. So what the Watchtower is saying here is that hands-on by himself, Jehovah God created Jesus, who was then really not Jesus, he was really Michael the Archangel. And then he directed Michael the Archangel to create everything else, and it was Michael the Archangel who hands-on created all other things, as Colossians 1:16 goes on to say. And I thought this was really interesting because, seeing as how the name of the publication is, What Does the Bible Really Teach?, the question that comes to my mind is, well, does the Bible really teach this? And I'm thinking about the creation of Eve here. Does the Bible teach that Michael the Archangel came down and made Adam fall asleep and then proceeded to open Adam up and take the rib out and fashion Eve out of the rib? Or does the Bible really teach something quite different than that? I'm going to use the New World Translation here. I'm going to go to Genesis chapter 2, verse 21, where it says, hence, Jehovah God had a deep sleep fall upon the man, and while he was sleeping, he, that's Jehovah God, not Michael the Archangel, took one of the ribs and then closed up the flesh over its place. And Jehovah God proceeded to build the rib that he, that's Jehovah God, had taken from the man into a woman, and to bring her to the man. So what does the Bible really teach? Does the Bible really teach that Jesus Christ is the only thing that was created directly by Jehovah God? Well, we know for sure it doesn't teach that because we just read it in Genesis chapter 2. So one thing that we know for sure is the Bible doesn't really teach some of the stuff printed in this Watchtower publication. Now, my suggestion is, if you want to know what the Bible really teaches, put down the man-made literature and pick up the Bible and start to read it. Because if you want to know what the Bible really teaches, why would you go to any other place but the Bible?